that's okay, because this is a notes-based podcast.
I love a notes-based podcast. I just love the waffle and tangents that come with it.
Even though my phone is currently charging, so I might have to I should have looked at my notes before the podcast, but that's okay. We will run with that. Hello and welcome to the 39th episode of the Mediocre podcast. I am James, the Notebook Skinner.
I'm Fraser Oliver.
Welcome bloody back.
Hello.
What's going on?
Oh, it's just us two again. Oh.
Yeah, are we happy with the lighting setup? What's going on?
Try that one, see what it does.
Right, so got that one.
Oh, that's good.
That's a bit of
I'll
lighting.
leave it. I don't think that one will be too much.
Yeah, no, that'll fan you about
Back
with
off.
it. This, right? Because I worked out what messed this up. Not in a bad way, because it's done well, but the Spotify Wrapped pod.
Yes.
Because, basically, so for context, I'll probably keep a lot of that opening in because we're so funny.
That was really funny.
But we haven't done a notes-based podcast in about, I think it's been about a month because there's been 3 non-notes-based ones. I can't remember what 36 was, but obviously...
Was 36 our Falmouth?
No, I think... Was it the second Reddit one? Was it...
Oh, it was. It was the, hypothetical questions.
So 36 was hypothetical questions. Then obviously 37 was supposed to be notes, but that was the week Spotify Wrapped came out.
So we wanted to hop on that, and it did. Well, I'm glad we hopped on that when we fucking did.
Because and also I feel like Spotify Wrapped, you know, it's only a thing you can do like once a year, but it creates for a very good podcast, and we'll definitely do a sequel.
Oh, of course.
And then obviously, you know, I don't know why we stick to this quite rigidly, but I edit notes ones. That's what I do.
Yeah.
You edit themes.
Which was weird when we did hypothetical questions, and then Spotify Wrapped, and then we had Matt and Ben. I was like...
I think what we've always said, and this week is a special occasion, because we're actually recording this the day after a pod has come out.
Yeah, so this is very weird, actually.
But the plan has always been... We film when we can notes-based podcasts quite close to the recording because I'm happy to edit them quite quickly and so it's more topical. Obviously this week we're both busy, which we can sort
yeah,
about.
we've got busy lives.
But
I guess because it's the run-up to Christmas, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And get excited because next podcast is the Christmas special.
Big Christmas
And if you haven't watched last year's, please go watch last. It's a good laugh. And I think it'll be bigger and better this year.
We've got a couple of...
little plans. We don't want to over plan it is the thing, but I know you've talked about some drinks that you could...
basically, because our plan is for that day is going to turn into our flat Christmas.
Yes.
So in terms of, basically, we'll probably, you know, start the pod, and then what that means is we can just, like, have a couple of drinks at the pod, do the pod...
And then we're all sort of jolly and merry, ready for our house to have our house Christmas before we all go home, wherever that is.
It sounds wrong to go, like, do the work, but it's kind of like, get to the, in the nicest way possible, have fun, get the pod done, and then...
We cannot call it work, but
but, like, people are slightly merry, but it's not like we're going, right, let's have a load of scram.
Yeah, it's...
And then we've got to do a podcast.
Yeah, it's let's do the podcast, let's have a few drinks, get a bit merry, and then we can move on. We'll do a couple of presents on the podcast, you know? I'm so excited. Like,
I feel do I feel guilty? No. Basically...
So little consideration.
My problem is, and I'll try and be nicer next year, I've done my Christmas presents because I know they're going to be shown on the pod.
Oh no, so my present for you, I would not have got, I don't think, if we weren't doing the pod. Like
my present is a content-based present, and I don't care. It's a great present.
Mine for Jess and Parker are more like, I know they'll like it. You'll like yours, but I wouldn't have got you this if we weren't going to show it off on the podcast.
No, I've got.
Like, I'm so excited.
I'll give you a little spoiler here. You've all got matching in a way.
Oh.
Different, but matching. So much so that when I was sorting it, I was very nearly convinced to get myself one. But then I was like, no, I'm not getting myself one. I might do eventually, just in case I want to. Like,
or next Christmas, I'll get you one.
Yeah.
I'll get you whatever it is.
Yeah. So we fucked this. We can't waffle too much about Christmas. No. I'm sure we will talk about this next week.
Now, we said this is the first notes podcast in, like, what, 3 podcasts?
Yeah.
You'd think I'd have more notes, James. But I was genuinely at work last night, racking my... We were so quiet, I was sat there like, fuck, I need notes. I need notes. So I was racking my brain for notes. So I come up with a few.
Okay.
One of them was already on there, and I think I must have been drunk when I wrote this. So you might have an idea what it is. Because I've written, random twats want directions.
No, I know what this is.
I had a feeling you might know what this means.
You weren't drunk. A couple of nights ago, it might have been 3
Oh,
or 4.
fuck yeah! Okay. It was just such a fucking fever dream.
So we get a knock on our door. This must be what, 11 o'clock at night?
Oh, it was very late, yeah. I thought we were getting robbed.
And the problem is, so immediately, like, I'm there, like, in my own bed, like, well, fuck off. But then I hear it's Parker that's gone down.
Because I assumed someone had ordered food or something.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Domino's or Mackey's or something.
And
then I hear Parker talking to someone. I'm like, oh, someone's gonna die.
Because let's face it, because I knew it wasn't food. Because if anyone was going to be ordering food at that time, it was usually me. So I was there like, oh god, Parker's gone down. Like, bless him. If someone's coming to rob our house...
He's not going to be...
And I'm not saying I could do much.
No.
But bless him, a gust of wind would probably kick him to the floor. So, I was there like, right, I'm going to like come down, you know, make sure it's all right. They just come... There's someone like come with like directions.
At 11 o'clock at night, being like, oh, do you know how to get here?
And so I'm there searching up on Google Maps.
Oh, our phone's died, so our sat-nav isn't working.
Yeah.
And I was like...
It was weird.
It's 11:30, dickhead. Plan better.
Are we like so eventually obviously like we tell them roughly what they need to know. They were nice enough and like they leave. But then we're still there going like, is someone coming around the back?
What made me laugh is that Jesse, our other housemate, was here and he said that as soon as he heard someone at the door, he ran to the back door and was like waiting in case someone was gonna try and rob us. But I was like, it's the most mentally... I was like, what?
It was a bit out of body.
It was that. I think that's why I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
It was such an out of body, strange experience.
It was
that
odd.
I just blocked it out of my mind completely.
So that was interesting. This happened to me, right? About
quite eventful in these past 2 weeks.
Things that life has built up. Like between this and the last Notes podcast, we've done a week and a half of play rehearsals.
We've done an assessment. We fucking
we've done. Did your voice assessment go all right?
I thought it went pretty well.
Good.
Quite enjoyed it.
Mine wasn't too bad. I'm waiting for my feedback.
I want to do more voice acting.
No,
I really enjoyed it. I want to do this.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I was like, oh, I want to do this more.
Just because I feel like I quite like all of like the just like be like loud and expressive in a booth. It's kind of like
the constraints of a booth, but you still I really enjoyed it.
It's a bit of an art form. Is that like creating like expression whilst like not having your body is, and then also just like that sort of thing generally, it inclines itself to I'll say like sillier work almost in a good way. Like it's a bit things that are a bit more like cool and expressive and What? How are your play rehearsals going?
Very well. I'm really enjoying it. Like I'm just loving having a script, a play, a character go. Like we've done a lot of faffing about. I think like a lot of technique stuff. And I've been like, I just want like as in like first year and like second year. I'm like, I just want to sit down with a script like we did when we did check on things like that. Sit down with a script, have a look at it, get it up on its feet, see what we can do, dickhead.
Because I'll be interested in the different directorial approaches, without mentioning any names, obviously. So how have you guys approached it?
So obviously we started as I think every play did. We read it. We did a read through. Once we got cast, we did a read through, and then we did a lot of like character work. So our director would go, right, you look at this scene, you look at this scene, and put things like whatever groups we needed. And he'd be like, just put it on its feet. I want to see what you can do. We'd do it. He'd then do exercises with us and put us back in the scene. And like that, genuinely, like you then go, you see something, go, wait, how didn't you see that before? So there's a lot of exploration. And now we've blocked like the first 5 scenes, but loosely. So he's so like, just do whatever feels right, and we'll see what happens. So it's really fun for him to just do whatever you want, and I'll say what sticks and say what doesn't. And we've got like, so it's a play based like in boxing. Yeah. So we've got like bandages, because obviously they used to wear bandages on their hands, and 4 people will hold it as like the ring. So we're using that to like move and like create sets and things. It's very cool. It's very creative. Like it's a very, we're not sat down going, what can we do here? It's get up and do it.
I think our approach has been like, well, not my approach, like the director's approach has been like similar but like different, because basically for this past week, pretty much entirely has been like you read us. It's been a lot like we haven't blocked a single thing.
Right.
So it's been a lot more, and this has been frustrating at points when. So I know, for example, I'd describe it as, you could kind of describe it as the second quarter or the middle third, depending on how certain cuts happen. But I am, like, barely in it, so that's been a little bit frustrating. Like, I practically sat through, like, a day and a half of rehearsals where I just wasn't doing anything, which was a bit irritating. But it's basically been, like, you read it, and then it's been, like, very, like... I think with yours, because it's more of, like, a physical and a bit more of a comedy, getting it up on its feet works, whereas ours is a lot more wordy, because it's like, it's quite, there's moments of lightness, but it's serious and it's political, and it's been a lot about, like, understanding, like, I've actually, like, learned quite a bit about, like, business and finance and how shit the Tories are, and...
You had to learn that?
I didn't have to learn it. But I've learned more specific reasons about why they're cunts.
Right.
And I don't care. I'm not cunting that.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
If you don't like it, fuck off.
But then, so it's been a lot of like. So we've spent, because like basically, I'd say like we spent like a day on about like 4 scenes, about like 10 pages. And it was kind of like, you read it. What does this bit mean? Read this little bit again. Right, what's going on here? It was a lot of that. And then it was kind of like, do an exercise to explore it more. So it was kind of like, you know, like you do like some element of like the famous like repetitions exercise.
Yeah.
Or like an improvised version with and without script. Or like, so for example, like I play a character who's then referenced again. So for the benefit of their scene, it was kind of like, right, improvise what's happened, what's happened in this character's life, and how that's led into this. So I've kind of like played my character after, which obviously isn't helpful for my process because it happens after. But you know, so it's been interesting. I think my challenge within it is I am playing 4 roles. In terms of like, because I think one of my characters does show up again for a little bit, but like it's kind of like first 3 characters, because the play is split up weirdly in terms of like it's a play that like starts off with like, I think it's 10 about like, I'd say 4 or 5 minute scenes, maybe not probably not that even that long, and then you go into about a 20 minutes, half hour block with like, and then basically in 4 of those scenes I appear as a character, and then other scenes you kind of like little bits of background stuff. And then I play like a new character in that last half hour.
Got it.
Luckily, I'm one of those with a lot. I have quite a lot to do in that last half hour compared to others. But like making those characters all feel authentic yet different, and trying not to resort to the obvious stereotypes, because that's the problem. I play a very businessman-y twat.
Yeah.
And then I go to like, you know, like John in the pub. He's not called John, but like, you know, John in the pub, down on his luck, unemployed, watching the football, which is obviously very fun. It's not that scene isn't a difficult acting job. Trust me. It's me with England. I'm still not over it, by the way, guys. Yeah, that's my. Sorry, I just completely waffled.
No, it's a waffle episode.
Yeah, it's a waffle.
What would we do without a waffle episode?
Yeah. I'm just gonna put my knee up.
Don't be narrating audience. It's a video-based podcast. They can see.
We should get this on. I don't know why
I need to sort my shit out.
Yes.
I do it.
But
I don't know how many people would listen on Spotify is the problem.
But would more people, even if we lost 5? Because I know some people don't want to sit down and watch politics, they want to listen to it. So if we lost on average 5 video views a week, but gained 10 Spotify listens,
is
that worth it?
It means I've got to download 40 episodes of the podcast to put on. Yeah. I'll do it at some point. I'll start working.
Got a spare half day.
Do we want to go from the like first episode?
Yeah, why not?
Oh fucking hell!
But I think we'd probably have to make the first episode maybe one full.
Oh yeah, I'll try and do something.
I presume that we're done with.
I think
act.
yes.
Yeah, we've waffled. We really. I'm sorry, guys. That was
We did.
that was dull as fuck. That was really boring. I'm sorry, guys. I stepped on glass.
You did.
That's
like the thing is, like some people say, like you stepped on glass, you got like a little bit, you pinned it out, you're done.
Yeah.
You didn't have that. You stepped in the shard, like.
So basically, and this happened like, and
again, this was like 2 weeks ago, but for them it was.
Yeah. It was over 2 weeks ago now. Yeah. Who gives a fuck? So basically, so a couple of nights before, so I can timeline this roughly. England, Iran, first game. Basically, you know, we watch it, but then that like happens at like it happened early in the day. So then obviously we go on and get very drunk.
Yeah, that spurs us on. We win. That spurs us on. Right, let's get pissed.
So some shenanigans happen. It's very funny.
It is.
And a glass gets smashed. You know, bish bash bosh.
And I think that's the problem. Is this glass that got smashed? It was quite a chunky glass. Like, so when it smashed, there was like it's quite a thick glass. So it's not like little shards. It's like massive chunks of glass.
Yeah, and I think shit just went.
It went everywhere.
So then a couple of days later, I'm just casually cleaning the kitchen. I think it was the day of England USA. I remember. So it has to be like 4 days later, to be fair. And I just feel a very sharp pain, and pretty much immediately you know what it is.
Oh yes,
you're there like, for example, you'd know the difference between you know you haven't stepped on something. You know it's like in you. You know it's not like a pin or something. You know what that is. You know what that can do. You're pretty sure, right, there's some glass in my foot. Especially because I knew previously there was some glass in the floor.
So you got the context already of there is glass everywhere.
Now,
we should probably say, we cleaned up what we thought was the majority of the glass when it happened. We didn't just leave it. Like, we cleaned up the majority of what we could see. But we didn't realise it got everywhere was the problem.
So, I try and get out. The problem, I think, where I fucked this was I didn't have tweezers. So you know, like nail clippers.
Tried to sort of.
I tried to use like the like mechanism on that to pull it out. The problem was the glass itself. I think I chipped away at it rather than latching onto it. So basically, long story short, it was just fully in my foot. Had to go to the minor injuries unit to get that one sorted. A couple of fun facts about minor injuries unit. I don't think I've ever, well, at least not for a while, haven't had an X-ray. I'm pretty sure I've never had to have an X-ray. I didn't know this. X-ray machines play a little tune.
See, they never did when I've had X-rays. This might be a new thing.
Or it might just be this random one.
Because I've had an X-ray, I swallowed like a ball bearing before, which wasn't ideal. And I broke my elbow quite badly, so I've had to have
those separate incidents.
They were. I didn't swallow the ball bearing and then slip.
But went into your elbow.
Yeah.
I can't move my elbow. There's a ball bearing.
And I can honestly say the only problem I would have with it is the metal plate I had to put my arm on was fucking freezing. Because they had to, like, I don't know if you had that. It was like a metal plate I had to put my arm on to rest it when I took the X-ray.
I think
and that was fucking Baltic. It was so cold. Like, I don't remember it singing a song to me. Kind of jealous. I want an X-ray.
So like, she was there, like, right. She's a bit grumpy, the X-ray woman. Not gonna lie. It was clearly a long day for her. You know, pick up the NHS though. And like, so she'd say like, right, yeah, we're about to do it, and then the machine would go. It was probably like fanfare shit, and then like I was just there like because I had to have a couple of X-rays, baffled, completely baffled.
Did you say anything?
No.
Okay.
I was a bit bewildered, not gonna lie.
What the fuck is
it had been a long day. I also decided to wear my white sliders. Which she did. Luckily, she did clean up the blood on them in the end. There was like quite a bit of blood on one of my sliders. I was there like I thought my sliders were ruined for a bit. Luckily, she cleaned them. They're great Greg sliders.
They're really nice.
They've got Gregs on them.
I can see
we need to at some point.
Is it open?
Truro. It is open.
We're going to Truro today, are we not?
Should we go to Greg? Should we get a steak bake?
I've had Greg's in so long. call this bakery shit. I want my
Fuck you,
Greggs.
Cornwall! I want to get
Fuck off, Rose. I want my Greggs.
Want to get some Newcastle culture.
There's like a Greggs too good to go back from Churro.
Oh mio Dio.
Don't take the piss off 4 steak bakes in there.
I think that's oh mio Dio's actually oh my god in Italian. Oh. Because my... Just a little side note before we get
Here
on
we
the
go.
glass in my foot. My dad was trying to learn Italian once.
Why?
Because he was going to Rome.
God, that makes that...
No, was it Rome? Oh, I think it was like Pompeii.
Pompeii.
So like that part where like people died and such.
Vesuvius, yeah,
That's
Pompeii,
the one.
Vesuvius and that.
Yeah, big up Doctor Who.
I did a musical about Vesuvius once in primary school. It was a bit...
Did you die? Did your
I
character
didn't.
die?
No, I was the narrator.
Oh, did everyone else die?
They did, yeah.
It
was
the city, help us win. Honestly, if they're not going to do the Roger the musical, might as well translate that into Vesuvius musical. What? Yeah, Rome. Yeah. So the way my dad decided to learn Italian, which I don't think worked, he would watch Mamma Mia with an Italian dub. I don't think that's how learning Italian works. But he would watch a lot of like English subtitles and like. But then,
So he can't speak Italian, but he can go and sing Dancing Queen to someone before he gets a pizza.
But then the only thing like we could pick up was like oh my god was oh mio Dio. So occasionally if I want to say oh my god I say oh mio Dio instead.
That's really cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Glass in foot.
Glass in foot. So basically we finally get to the point, right, where they're taking the glass out of my foot. And the slight problem we encounter. So basically, there's a nurse. I'm sure hard-working lady didn't have a fucking clue. So bear in mind, I'm thinking right every stage. Right, this finally decides going to take the glass out. We get finally into the room. She's there like, oh, your foot's a bit rigid. Just put it in this water for 15 minutes. Get it. I'm there like, for fuck's sake, guys. So then that's fine, and then we finally get to stage, and I don't sound like a bitch, but it was painful as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, some woman, like, shoving, like,
Metal shit.
metal utensils into your skin, and also, every time they grab the glass, obviously that's pressing against certain things and the skin. So she, for about 20 minutes, I'm not even lying, 4 different utensils, trying to grab it out. All the while, like at one point I'm offered gas and air, I was tempted to take it, honestly.
You should have done.
I was there like, I might as well get a bit high.
It's funny, isn't it?
But I was like, nah, I ain't gonna take gas and air, don't worry. And then she was like, to like a nurse who's come in to like check on how things were going. She was like, it's not coming out, what should I use? She points to like this certain utensil. She puts it in, and it's very, and I'm there like, oh my god, this is a new kind of pain. But that's because it's the glass finally coming out. So that was the worst pain, the glass actually finally coming through. But first time, this new utensil manages to work first time.
You have pissed about for 20 minutes.
I'm there like, you've caused me so much fucking agony.
You should have taken the gas and air, James.
And it was so frustrating.
Just does your head in, like, what?
And then the worst thing is, I come home, and England can't even beat the fucking USA! And then we can't even beat France! Come on, Gareth! Actually, I am one of those that think Gareth should stay in the job.
I don't think it was Gareth's fault.
No, I don't think it was Gareth's fault.
I think it was Gareth's fault.
I mean, I don't know why Raheem Sterling was coming on. He's been, you know, dealing with his burglary.
Burglary? There's a Muppets Most Wanted
There's a
reference
Muppets
for
Most
you.
Wanted trophy.
What's this, a Fraser Oliver video?
Hey! Fruit toast.
Oh, fruit toast.
I think fruit toast was one of the sickest things ever to be invented.
I've never had fruit toast.
So you see,
Wait, sick as in good or sick as in bad?
sick's in good.
That's sick as in good.
So cool. I'm so hip. Down with the kids. I hate myself. Please, someone put me out my fucking misery. So I work a job.
Yes, you do.
And they have a little like a little cafeteria. Not well, it doesn't really. Basically, it's just some bread and some butter out.
Just have a slice of toast.
They put a couple of little ready meals over Christmas period. Lovely mac and cheese with the first third of the France game.
I made bacon mac and cheese last night because me and Parker the night before had camembert. So I bought like bacon, you know, bacon lardon to put on to fry and put it on top of the camembert. So it was like this bacony, and we had chips, and like I fried up some like a nice loaf of bread that was really good.
Oh, you're taking the fat piss. Yeah, please do.
Cheese and wine night. So then I had another pack of bacon lardons. So I did some mac and cheese, fried them up and chucked them into it. It was like a bacon. Oh, so good.
That sounds fair.
Sorry, I didn't.
No, I love that hijack. Hijack. It's just not funny. My actual character's called Jack.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, lovely. I've also made one of my characters the name of my father.
I do find that funny.
Big up, Nigel. If you're watching, you're not watching.
He's not watching.
He doesn't care. He doesn't know about the Nerdy Brit or the podcast. I don't give a fuck. What was it? Yeah, so basically, in our cafeteria... No, fruit toast. So basically, obviously there isn't much option, but I'm there like, right, I'm skint as fuck. I need, like, a free dinner, basically, and they have, like, fruit, which basically, like, you know, like, bits of fruit, weirdly, not like bananas and shit, but like raisins and like such.
Yeah.
And I don't mind a raisin, but like, in fruit toast, so you toast them, obviously, a little bit of butter. Honestly, fruit toast is fucking elite.
That's the Try One podcast.
Yeah, no, I'll buy us a loaf.
Get on the snack segment.
Honestly, fruit toast is genuinely quality. I actually love it.
Oh, I want to try some now.
No, you should.
I'll do it at the shop.
Get some fruit toast.
Get some fruit toast in.
Whack some butter on it. Honestly, it's still like a little snack.
Yeah.
Slice or two. Ooh!
I love that.
There was some miming going.
Really good.
That was really good.
That was bloody
Lovely. Absolutely pissing fantastic.
Now, I don't know if you know this, James, but we both do YouTube. Now, we said this. I don't want to talk too much about YouTube on here because I feel like that's, quite the obvious thing to talk about.
Do people care?
But I have found that I'm enjoying a part of YouTube recently that I usually hate, and that's editing. I am now.
I don't know what that is. Ignore me.
What's your relationship with editing? Like, is it one of those? Because for me, usually it's filming the video's great, editing's the chore. But now, because I'm starting to like look at new things I can do in editing, like fancy little zooms and like camera tracking and shit like that. And it's one of those things where I'm now like, when I edit a video, I'm like, oh, I could do this effect here, and I'm actually like googling how do I do this effect.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know, I'm just finding it really enjoyable to like do new fancy things.
I think I would go on that journey if I wasn't already. What I need to do at some point when I've got some time is get a better editing software. The problem is I'm not working with the most fancy editing software just because, it's quick, it's easy, and I haven't gone any further. You can do a couple of little bits here and there, but kind of like, I think I find it more. It also depends, because I can be like in like the zone and like enjoying it and such. Or, sometimes it's just a chore that needs to be done.
It depends how long the video is for me.
Yeah.
When I was editing like our Muppets Now video, I could not be fucked. I was like, I'm going to chuck the overlay, chuck a cheeky shadow in there, fuck off. Like, I can't be bothered. But if it's like a normal 8-minute Muppet video or whatever like that, like a SpongeBob one, I'm like, I could do some shit going on,
That's one of the things on there, like, in terms of quality content, I want to up.
The
in terms of
editing.
little editing tricks, little funnies. Are you having fun dragging that
I'm really
fucking the audio
I
of
really
this
am.
fucking podcast?
I really am.
Good, I'm glad. I'm really glad.
The face track is something I really enjoy at the moment. It's just something that makes like if you
Wait, so what's that? So
it's where like the camera, where if you move your face, the camera will but you can then track like text to it, like an image to it. So, like in the Muppets Now video, I said I couldn't be bothered. I tracked Miss Piggy's face to my own when I did a Miss Piggy impression. Because I thought it was quite funny.
Well then, Fraser.
Yes, James.
You
Me.
have ruined music for me.
Have I?
No, not really. It's just a great little...
That was really good. You caught my attention.
Good, yeah.
They are all on the edge of their seats. We moved together in proper unison. That was amazing. Perception.
Yes. I hate myself.
How have I ruined music?
No!
Hello!
There is
What the fuck is happening?
got a big bit of cramp in my calf. Ow! Pissing shit! Bollocks!
It's great content, mate.
Oh, subscribe for my pain! Fraser, you've ruined music for
Okay.
me. Basically, you like Muppets.
I fucking love Muppets. In case no one knew.
There are now certain versions of songs
Yeah.
that I now can't listen to the regular version because I prefer the Muppet version.
Dancing in the Moonlight.
Dancing in the Moonlight, Forget/Fuck You.
Forget You by Camilla, Move Like Jagger by Scooter.
There are actually versions. I can't.
We had Christmas parties at work. We're doing Christmas parties all Christmas, and there was one in our restaurant, which is literally right by reception. So I'm at reception waiting to do something, and I hear, no word of a lie, play Dancing in the Moonlight, Moves Like Jagger, and Forget You consecutively. So in my head I'm going, they're playing all the Muppet songs. Like,
the regular
version.
Yeah.
But in my head I'm going, that's
in a row.
Yeah, so like the coincidence of that. But no, I agree. I cannot hear. Like, I get so excited whenever the intro to Dancing in the Moonlight plays until I realise it's not Electric Mayhem singing it. It's just.
I'll see if we can find any other.
Because there are.
Obviously, like ELO.
Oh, Mr. Blue Sky.
Mr. Blue
yeah,
Sky,
I can't hear that.
Bohemian
Rhapsody.
Oh, no,
Bohemian
I
Rhapsody,
can listen to those.
For me, Mr. Blue Sky, even for me, I'll be like.
I can listen.
But again, I think it's because it's not on Spotify. I don't have as easy access to listen to the Muppets version of it. It is a shame, though. I do know what you mean. Where I cannot bring myself to. There must be others.
Macarena.
Working in a coal mine.
Technically, yeah.
I've never listened to the original Working in a Coal Mine.
Yeah, okay. There aren't actually that many examples of this, but I can't listen
especially
to Fuck You.
Or Dancing in the Moonlight without.
Yeah, no, those are the big
It's
two.
especially Dancing in the Moonlight for me. Like the Electric Mayhem version is just better. I'm
But
sorry.
for me, I would genuinely much rather listen to Camilla and the Chickens whack out Fuck You.
CeeLo Green.
CeeLo Green. I'm not even kidding.
Honestly. On the Scooter with Moves Like Jagger just hits different.
Yeah.
Oh, I find that funny though.
Yeah.
But that's only going to get worse with the new Electric Mayhem series because they're doing more covers.
I'm buzzing.
I'm so buzzing. Like, yeah, because they've said that it's going to be like a mix of original songs, which are amazing. For getting more like Can You Picture That, which like the new version of that, I was like, because that's from the series. So I'm like, anything else like that, more. And covers. What song would you like?
What song would we like?
Would we love the Electric Mayhem to cover? Because I feel like it's got to be a rocky song, otherwise it just will not work. I can't think. Diary of Horace Wimp.
Back in Black.
Battle of Hell. A 10-minute Muppets Battle of Hell.
What would I like to see Muppetized?
Oh, I've opened a can of worms.
Yeah, let's
have a look on my.
Let's have a look at our Spotify.
Because I only have one playlist that isn't musical theatre or shit like that.
I have a couple.
I do have a couple. Maya He. Life is a Highway.
Molehills. Alfie Indra, Electric Mayhem collab.
Any Phil Collins song.
Any Phil Collins song would work.
I imagine In the Air Tonight by Animal doing that drum solo.
Hard to be the bar.
Spirit in the Sky by Norman Gray.
Top of the World, Carpenter. That'd be great. We're just saying names of songs now. We're calling it content. Drink Up Thy Cider.
Oh, a worse
song. Muppetized would be great.
Do they like any Queen song?
Any Queen song would work.
Oh my god.
Bit of Phil Collins.
Any
Billy
Joel
Joel.
song. Oh, there we go. Look,
We done it. Oh god. We're in fucking sequence.
We Didn't Start the Fire, but by Dr. Teeth.
Oh no,
That would be incredible.
I'd petition for that.
Please, can we have Dr. Teeth do We Didn't Start the Fire? But I'm glad I've ruined certain songs for you because the Muppets versions are just better. I'm so excited for that series to come out.
Cheese.
I fucking love cheese!
Yes.
Let me
Sorry, I thought I'd make the funny where you
James May slams a block. Go on to recreate that. I don't have any cheese, so I'm hoping you do, James.
I'm trying to make a funny camera. Cheese. Not funny.
I really enjoyed the
We put in too much effort for a bit that isn't fucking funny. I think
See, I sat here.
You did fuck all.
I did nothing. James,
What?
In case anyone didn't realise.
And there is cheese in this pissing cream!
that was our segue to our tier list segment.
Cheese! There's fuck all cheese in there.
That was our amazing segue to our tier list segment where we're going to rank
There's
cheeses.
2 blocks of cheese. There's 2 little bits of cheese in there. There's some mild in there.
Oh.
From Chessie Reed.
I love cheese. There's 34 cheeses here. Do we want to do 34 or should we calm that down a bit?
Basically...
Although I don't know how many cheeses we have to talk about. Let's do all
34, because then I'll go, I don't know that one.
34. American. So the little cheese singles, like the little individually packaged orange ones.
What, like, is it like the plastic cheese?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, no, I agree with that being 34.
You're a penis.
Fuck off.
Not you specifically.
33rd cottage cheese. Never had it. My dad loves it. Looks rank.
No, as we might have discussed before, I'm a bit weird on like
Texturing.
texture
stuff. Cottage cheese. It's wet. No. I
It's
don't
like,
this is.
as soon as feta comes up and it says, I'll kill myself.
Feta.
Or like salad cheese.
Limburger.
Your mum's a Limburger.
No idea. It just looks like cheese. 31 is camembert.
What?
We literally just spoke earlier about how camembert is great, and I really want more
Camembert
camembert.
is at least top 5 cheese.
Oh, it's top 5.
Top 3.
I don't know if Brie is not. Like the top 5 are gonna kill us. Stilton. I agree. I don't like Stilton.
Yeah.
13 is a bit rank. My dad
Smelly.
loves it. Gorgonzola.
I was calling the cheese smelly, not your father, by the way.
Gorgonzola. It looks blue. It's probably mouldy still.
Shite.
Swiss. Never had Swiss cheese.
Apparently
The holy cunt.
No, sorry.
Holy cunt.
Looks like a rat's nibbled it. Fuck off.
I've never had Swiss cheese, but you know, Humboldt fog.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Oh, that does not look
Does
good.
not look great. Roquefort, which is more mouldy cheese. Oh, here we go. 25 cream cheese. Yeah, horror. I don't. Fuck off.
If you want to whack it on a bagel, fair enough.
Right, I want you to stay calm for this, James. 24th is Parmesan. How is?
Well, thanks for watching this.
How the fuck is Parmesan 24th?
What?
It is the greatest like on a bolognese. Oh, don't take like you can't. I cannot have normal cheddar on a bolognese now. Parmesan.
Parmesan is 20. What? What's 23rd then?
Ricotta.
Ricotta. Parmesan. Do your maths.
22nd is mascarpone.
Oh! This list is shit.
31st is Gouda.
I don't mind a bit of Gouda, but I'd quite like some fucking Parmesan over my Gouda.
Why are you in this mood? 20th is feta. Feta is higher than.
Oh!
Feta is 4 higher than Parmesan cheese.
Oh, what? So
Chuck in your Greek salad. Fuck off.
So you go, right, wet salad cheese, soggy, flavourless,
lovely, like,
cunty shite
nutty
is better than Parmesan, the gift giver to pasta.
You're a fucking idiot.
Sort
This is by a
the
cookery
fucking
website.
What do they know about cooking?
19th is Monterey Jack.
What the fuck is that?
It's like they put it in like American versions. It's actually quite nice.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like a better version of like the plasticky cheese.
Okay.
18th is Munster. Never had Munster because I'm not.
So what if I'm the monster?
Gabby Hanna jokes.
Do people get that joke?
No, I don't think so.
Is that niche? Is that not? I don't know if that's niche or not.
17th is Chevrolet. Oh, it's goat cheese. But it's goat cheese basically, James.
Parmesan was 24th, fam.
16th is Havarti. Speckly go.
Have Artie? me went on. Artie? Do I have to edit that out? What? Do I have to edit that out?
That is up to you, mate. I've got no say in this.
Dilly gaff. It depends if I remember or not.
15th is Taleggio. It's just solid. Fuck off.
It's brown.
14th is Colby.
I don't know.
It looks like a mix of red.
Parmesan was 24th! I don't know what Colby is.
13th is provolone. What are these cheeses, dickhead?
I know, no. They put provolone in
provolone?
Subways in
Is
America.
Oh, is that? Is it good?
I don't know. I just know
They
they
do it
put...
here. I think they.
Do they?
I think so.
I don't think there's a range of cheese.
12 is I can have Gruyere, the fondant one.
Right, not awful. Right,
Pecorino Romano is 11th.
Isn't that's
I thought
Parmesan?
I thought that was a.
I thought your pecorino was Parmesan. Is pecorino Parmesan?
Do you want to do
I thought you bought a block of pecorino that is Parmesan.
Hang on, are we
So
stupid?
what's the difference between pecorino and Parmesan? Because I've been buying.
Because we've just been absolutely ranting that Parmesan's.
But I buy pecorino.
Yeah, what, are we not buying Parmesan?
I thought pecorino was I'm actually laughed.
I'm doing some
Pecorino and
research.
Parmesan are different cheeses.
Help me. Pecorino's made with sheep's milk and Parmesan is cow's.
Oh, so it's the same kind of vibe. Just
it's literally, they're both.
comes out of a different fucking
They're
oven.
both aged, salty, hard cheeses. But
Oh,
they're
but
just
then,
different
but
milks.
then why is there so much difference?
The fact that it's dairy.
Oh, shiver my back timbers. Oh, why? 14 plays a difference.
So basically, the fact that
With
it's
Gouda in the middle.
The fact that it's sheep's milk means it's 11th, but it's still 11th.
What? I don't. Oh
With
my
Fontina
word.
as 10th.
What? Pick up the Cortina. Joe Pass doing amazing work.
Grana
That's
Padano.
no one knows.
It's Parmesan's super classy cousin. Sometimes I buy Gran Padano as Parmesan.
But it's
What's
just
the fucking
Parmesan.
difference?
Fuck me silly. I don't give a fuck which udder it's come
Oh,
from.
look, yes, it goat.
Fucking hell, what? Is there sheep's piss in this one?
Sheep's piss.
Oh, it's good funny, isn't it?
I was curious, what is going on?
I'm baffed.
This is the stupidest fucking list that ever exists.
This is dumb. This is really dumb.
Oh, 8 is Jarlsberg, which is one I actually remember I bought the block of Jarlsberg. It was the first one we had. That caramelly one. That was really, I quite enjoyed that. I went through this
Not
thing of
eighth.
like finding cheeses that I hadn't had before and trying them because I wanted to try some more cheeses. It's not 8th. 7th is Brie. Parmesan below Brie. That's significantly below Brie. 6 is Cortesia.
Oh, see? When you made multiple Cortina jokes, so what fucking
Right, 5 is Asego.
Acai.
That's the one. 4 is Manchego. It looks crusty.
Don't. Now fuck it, it's a running
3rd
joke.
is cheddar. Thing is with cheddar, right, is on its own, it's great, and you can put it with so many things.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck off. Mozzarella is 2nd. Unless it's on a pizza, what are you doing?
But then again, even on a pizza, there's better. Like, I'd rather have cheddar on my pizza than mozzarella.
Right, here's an unpopular opinion. Mozzarella's too stringy. Like, it reminds me of like the Kufi pizzas, where you pull it and it just keeps. I'm like, right, this
Like,
is so much happening.
Just stay on
yeah.
the ground.
Like, like mozzarella on a pizza is very overrated.
Oh.
1 James Burrata.
Looks shy.
Looks like an egg.
So
basically, the best cheese.
do you enjoy this content? Because number 1 is oh shit. Number 1 is burrata.
Your burrata is that good?
Yeah.
Do you have it with your sliced avocado on toast, dickhead?
Cheese and avocado.
I don't know. They're weird. Avocado as a whole
Avocado.
is weird.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's just mushy fucking.
It doesn't taste
of
of anything.
anything. You have to season it. Right. If you have to season a food to shit for it to taste nice, it's not good. Like, if you're
like
actually
like-
having to shove loads of shit in it for it to go, okay, it looks
Yeah.
good now, not good then, is it?
It's like with steak. If you need like your big steak sauce,
Yeah, if
you
you
can
need, like-
use the steak sauce to make it better.
If you
But if
want,
you need
like-
a steak sauce to make it taste good, you're shit at cooking steak.
Yes. Well, if you
Or you're buying shit steak.
if you put garlic butter on it for it to taste good, what are you doing then? Like, but yeah, with literally anything, if you need to chuck every seasoning in it to make it taste nice, it's not a good food. Or you're a shit chef.
Can't believe not only was a cheese we've never heard of number 1, but I've made 2 ex-girlfriend balls.
I kind of enjoyed it.
But I'm probably going to keep. Do I bleep the name?
It depends if you remember, James.
I probably won't remember.
No, you
That's probably
definitely won't.
why they're still in there. You see, that's the problem sometimes with this podcast.
Oh,
It's that we don't care enough.
Honestly,
in a great way.
honestly, editing this podcast for me, unless actively something's been said I can remember in the recording that we need to cut, it's trim the start, trim the finish, fuck off. Like, I don't watch through the whole hour.
No.
Because I do not have that much time to sit and watch through a conversation I've had the day before. Like,
and it's about, so for example, someone, you won't have seen this, but someone has knocked on the door and entered our, wait, I don't know how much you'll have seen, but I'm going to edit that out because it is a consistent minute gap of nonsense. But apart from that, I don't give a fuck.
No, because who cares? Fuck off.
Who genuinely does care?
Do I care, James?
No.
No.
But we care in our own way.
Yeah.
We care in our way of, we have fun, we
Well,
enjoy it,
like, if
we do it.
If we didn't care, there wouldn't be an episode every Sunday.
Yeah.
For the past fucking we've done well.
I think we have done. I'll fact check this, but I'm believing
since we moved in, we missed the Sunday.
I don't think we missed Sunday, but also I think we're either getting pretty close or we're genuinely beating it. I think we've recorded more than half our episodes here now.
Oh shit! Yeah. What? Yeah.
What? Maybe not quite. So, what have we got? So, no, so not quite. So basically,
what episode did we move in?
So episode 24 was the first.
Right.
Here.
And we've done.
And to be fair,
39.
technically 30 isn't here. But you know,
we've done a lot. Is the point?
We've doubled. We've done
a lot sat
what do you
here.
mean, fam? You need to clarify my old. Oh, don't be a dickhead, man.
You're right, James.
Yeah, I've got something to sort after this podcast, which might link to next podcast. Woo!
Oh, look at that. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special
Was class.
I don't know if we want to work on this or the next one, but I feel like we should talk about it.
Yeah, it was good.
The music.
Tunes.
The fucking songs. Both the opening and the closing. Especially the opening. Oh my god, genuinely is a new favourite Christmas song for me. And it is on my play. If that's not in my Spotify rap next year, I'll be shocked. Because I will listen to it all year. It's not like January comes out and I bin it off. No, it's in all my playlists.
Yeah.
It's such a good song. Oh my god. And it's one of those things, because it's the first MCU project to not have a villain.
It's happened again! Keep going. I'm just gonna fight for.
But honestly, it played into the Kevin Bacon's here. It played into the ridiculousness of Guardians of the Galaxy so well, and it's made me very excited for the third one. Yeah. As long as they don't green screen it to shit like they did the second one.
No, that was the problem with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah.
It was
it was all
90% green screen.
What I hope they do is, they've got that the dome thing, all the LED screens. Good. Use that all the time because that's cool. Fucking class. Cool. They did that for Mandalorian. They did it for Thor. Use that because
it's great.
Also, I spoke to Ryan about this when I did his podcast. For me, wanting to be an actor, get into acting one of them where you move and the scenery moves around you. Oh my god, I'd hate to have to fight with a green screen.
I think I'd be. But I think this
in the way that Guardians
makes it better.
In the way that Guardians of it was fully you watch. I saw some footage of Doctor Who filming where they've got the tiles, they've got some rocks and shit, and then that's fine. Yeah. But if I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy do it, just pure green screen. Sorry.
That's what I think.
Give me something to work with, Dick.
That's why I think a lot of the Doctor Who budget increase going forward is going to be. Is I reckon they'll use that technology.
Yeah.
So might as well.
Oh, that'd be sick for Doctor Who.
Because you could do so much cool shit with it.
That would be amazing. Because I think with the show like Doctor Who, the CG is so important to the show. Because it's space. Without the CG, it would be awful.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for Christmas specials, James. The fact that Christmas specials are coming back is so good.
It's great.
Massive part me and my dad watching Doctor Who Christmas specials. Just Christmas.
Big up Docky Woo!
Big up Docky Woo!
Oh. We good?
We good.
We good?
We good.
We good?
We good.
We good.
We good.
Fuck off. Do I just end it at the fuck off?
I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah, but do I keep this little side conversation in, or do I just end it at the fuck off?
I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Fuck off! And that's the ending. Well,
life lesson.
Oh shit, we haven't done a life lesson. Shit, that is the ending.
We need to continue that. We need to continue our life lessons.
Unless the life lesson is fuck off.
Oh yeah, life lesson. Fuck off.
Life lesson. Fuck off.